Hello traders and welcome to another video analysis. Today is Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. Let's take a look at the Forex calendar first. As you can see, some data had been released already. Some of them are in form of the PMI manufacturing data. Those data are from, of course, Australia. As you can see, they were a little bit worse than expected, but not a big deal. Actually 51.8 versus 52. So that's not a big thing here, but the market services PMI from China is increasing from 53.4 to 53.8, which is better than the forecast of 53 points. The market composite PMI is growing as well from 51.4 to 51.5, which is better than 51 points expected. Moreover, we got plenty of the data during the London session in form of the unemployment change and from the Spain and Italy, and then PMI composite is PMI services and composite PMI data from the UK. Those data are scheduled for 11:30. ADP non-farm employment change is scheduled for this quarter past 2. Those data are of course from the US, but the most anticipated event of this week is of course the FOMC interest rate decision statement and the press conference scheduled for release at 8 and 8:30 respectively. Of course, before that, at 4 o'clock, we will know the ISM services PMI and of course the composite PMI from the US. Crude oil inventories are scheduled for this 4:30 as well. So I think we should take a look at the US dollar index. So what do we have here? Daily time frame chart of the US dollar index. As you can see, recently we got the ABC pattern completed, so we got the corrective move from the level of 94.53 to the lows of the wave 3 at 93.25. So that's the wave A, wave B, and the wave C. Looks like a simple correction, ABC, into the 50% of the Fibonacci retracement of the whole wave up. So then we got bullish engulfing. So we got this candlestick pattern on a daily time frame chart, which is kind of a interesting. We are back above, slightly but still above the channel, the orange channel, of course. And then of course we hit the 94.27 technical resistance. That we have the down day with the lows at 93.83, and then of course the market is still getting stronger and stronger. Momentum is increasing, so another day is up. Today it's up to the FOMC to trigger a bigger move, so the volatility on the US dollar index might increase in the later of the day, the late session, let me say. And the next targets are of course 94.27, 94.47, and the highs of 94.53. However, there is another target at 94.71, and that might be somewhere close to the upper channel line. Please remind me and remind you as well. The channel looks like that. So we are still trending inside of the channel. What I mean is, of course, the gray channel zone. As you can see, I've been trying to put another line to the upside here in the form of the orange channel as well. But it looks like it might be better to do it here, because it looks like those two tops, let me say, here are a little bit better than fit than the previous ones. So anyway, we are still trading inside of this of this channel. After the correction, there is high probability that the market will, of course, continue to move to the upside. Please keep an eye on the 94.27, 90.47 area. What is going on S&P 500? S&P 500 is on the highs. The last high was at the level of 4,634. So that means the next target is, of course, at the level of 5,000 points. But please remember that if we are going up, there is still a chance for market to hit the overbought conditions, and this is the situation here. The last reading was 72 points, and this is overbought. Basically, market is overbought, but there is no sign of any sort of a corrective decline just yet. All of these levels you see here now, they are going to be a technical support for the bulls. Those levels are 4,488 and 4,551, of course. So we are still going up. We are at all-time highs, as you can see here. There you go. There is almost nothing that can stop this market from going up, as long as the FOMC or the Fed policy is being maintained. So if there's no change in today's statement, in today's decision, or the forecast about the future prospects, this market will keep going up. S&P 500 is like that. What is going on gold, which is surely related to the whole situation? The gold market doesn't do much recently because we got the breakout above the short-term trend line resistance, the blue line. So we have a local high made at the level of 1,813, just a little above the technical resistance at $1,808. But then, as you can see, there was no follow through, and the market, after the test of this trend line from above, broke again below it towards the level of 1,771, and is currently again testing the local technical support at 1,781. So momentum is kind of decreasing, because right now we are on the neutral line on the RSI, so that's the 50 points line, and the market participants are waiting for the FOMC decision, of course. But if you are looking about this chart from the technical point of view, and if you are talking about the possible FOMC consequences for the gold, it looks like the traditional outlook is being maintained. What I mean is that if there is no change in policy of Fed, then the most probable scenario is that the gold will go higher. If there's any change in the US dollar policy, it looks like there might be no reaction, or just we will maintain the current move, which is kind of a rather corrective, or might imply further test of 1,760 or 1,741. So please keep an eye on those two levels here. Of course, in the longer term, the key technical support is located still between 1,658 1,677, just above the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement of the whole move up. And of course, we cannot say anything about US dollar. What is US dollar doing after this very, very impressive reversal? We had a bounce to around 50% of the last wave down, but as you can see, the bounce is being capped already, is being blocked. So it looks like the next hours will be less violent, because, as I said, market participants will wait for the FOMC decision, and then if there is no change in the current situation, US dollar would likely decline again towards 1.1497, which is the key level here, 50% of the Fibonacci retracement, and 1.1501 technical support. So the outlook is still bearish for the euro dollar. And last but not least, let's take a look at Bitcoin. The FOMC decision will not have any impact on a Bitcoin. It shouldn't have an impact on a Bitcoin at all. That's not this stage of market development. However, as you can see, we might say that the recent breakout from this small corrective or a pullback zone here with the high at the level of 64,243 is going well, and today we might expect the test of 64,768 and then another rally towards the highs of the wave 3 in order to break above it and continue the wave 5 towards this targets that are on the chart right now. Targets are between 74,748 to 78,908 dollars. So that's my outlook for the for today, basically before the FOMC decision and of course the press conference. So we all wait for that event today. And that's about everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.